I'm kind of like everybody else. I didn't believe this would work, and still don't know how to explain it, but I know it works. I went in the other night, and my son was in a lot of trauma. You know, he's a lot of resentment, and he was in a lot of pain. You know, his brother gets this, he don't get nothing, you know, and you know, he's 18, and he gets to go wherever he wants, and I can't even afford insurance for my truck, and he was really hurt, and I could tell that. But I remember a deal that happened to me with my parents, whereas they told me, you know, I'd come in griping about something like he was, and they'd say, I haven't got time for it right now. But I could tell he was in a lot of pain. And so I thought, well, maybe I could tap on him. You know, maybe that would work. So anyway, went over to him, and I said, listen, you don't have to believe this. I want to tell you right now, he was griping about all the work he had done. So I wanted to install something positive with him. So I told him, I said, you know, you really do a lot of work around here, and I really appreciate it. And, you know, you helped me, and I'm really grateful I've got such a good son. But I said, you know, you've got this resentment against your brother and all the things that he does, and can you understand that it's hurting you and not him? He don't really care. He's in his room back there, and if there's anybody with him, he's probably pushing their buttons. So I said, let me try this, and you don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe anything. I just want to try it. And I tapped on him for probably about 5 minutes and asked him to, you know, to release and let it go. Release and let it go. Could he feel anything? And he said, yeah. And, you know, one of the things that he told me, and it was like, I mean, I really got kind of teary-eyed about it, was not only did he resent his brother, but he also was feeling the feeling that him and his brother were growing further apart, and he missed having his brother. But after we got through, and this was the first time for me, and I thought it was really successful. After the first time after I got through tapping on him, I asked him, I said, okay, how do you feel now? And he says, Dad, I feel a lot better. And he said, I understand that part about with a resentment that, you know, the only person I am hurting is myself. And he said, I feel better, man. I feel all right, you know. And he was smiling and everything. And 5 minutes before that, it was just, you know, so stressed and tensed. And so anyway, and it was not only a learning experience for him, but it was also something different for me. I was actually showing my son how to cope with something. Right. And that really meant a lot to me to help somebody like that, you know, because I never had the skill to do that before. So we're both growing.
Absolutely. That's awesome.